Hi, I'm Charlene Favorite, The Fascinating Life, bringing peace into your home, love into your relationships, and joy into your hearts. Today, I would like to give you 5 tips on how to make your meal times with your family a little bit more fascinating if they already aren't. The first tip that I have is your family meals should be on time and full of fresh ingredients. There is nothing worse than having your family eat at 10 o'clock p.m. because you have not gotten dinner together, or in another case, having to order pizza because you did not properly plan out what's for dinner. So please, for the first tip, is to make sure dinner is on time. Find out the time that your family usually goes to bed, for your children and for your spouse and even for yourself, and make sure that you are eating at least an hour and a half or 2 hours before that initial bedtime. That gives you a lot of time to sit down with the family and discuss different things and to gain that closeness back together during dinner time. With the fresh ingredients, even if you are working and you feel like you're unable to make things fresh, do know that there is a way to make fresh foods without having to rely on processed foods. Even if you have to use the crock pot for most of your meals, or even if you are making big batches of foods so that you can have it for leftovers, make sure that you are still using fresh ingredients. Any woman can learn how to cook with fresh ingredients. The second tip is for meals to be presented at a table that is well lit, and presented on proper silverware. Make sure that the table is prepped and that the plates are proper to have food on it. We are in a huge society where many people don't want to do dishes. Many people want to serve on containers or in plastic containers or paper plates so that they can just throw or easily put in the dishwasher instead of actually eating on proper plates. Please, it is so important that your family gets accustomed to eating on the proper dining plates. They are not expensive to get. You can try places like Walmart or even Amazon for proper dining sets. Your family deserves to be eating well and to be eating on something that is going to bring them joy and bring them a level of importance in your life instead of it being on paper plates, in some cases napkins, or something that is just inappropriate for the dining table. Again, make sure that your dining table is well lit, even if you need to get another light or even if you have to have candles on your tablescape. Making sure that it's well lit does add a level of importance as well. Along with it, make sure that you have the proper glasses and cups for your dining table. The one thing you don't want to have is things like styrofoam or just things that are not proper for the dining table. It is almost impossible to teach proper etiquette to your family and to your children if you are using paper plates, styrofoam plates, and cups, or just things that are not proper enough. If you are concerned about dinner time or after dinner time and concerned about washing the plates, you can utilize your dishwasher, or you can have it turned into a family activity where everyone has to wash the plate after they are finished eating. Make it fun, stay feminine, and stay graceful with whatever you decide to implement. The third tip, if your husband comes home late, he still deserves warm food. So even if he's home late, don't have in your mind that, okay, he's coming home late, so he doesn't need to eat. He still needs to eat. The food still needs to be warm. He still needs to be greeted correctly, to make sure that he feels just as a part of the family as anyone else. It should still be a quality meal that he can enjoy. This should be presented at a table or on a tray or something that is going to add to him feeling that level of importance since he has missed the family and he's not able to partake in the type of dinner that he would like to partake in. For the fourth tip, meals should be at a dinner table. Allow for opportunity to teach etiquette and to get to know the family that is surrounding you without the use of electronics. we are now living in such a digital world that even though we have a table full of people, everyone has something in their ear or their eyes are being distracted by something else on their phones. So please make sure you are eliminating electronics and allowing for a great opportunity to get to know those around you, get to know your family members, ask how the day was. There is a game that I would oftentimes play called High and Lows. And it's a game where you ask, what is your high of the day and what is your low of the day? So even if you have to look at some conversation starters, you can look on Pinterest for that, or a quick Google search on how to start conversations around the dinner table. And the last tip, don't rush your meals. It is not a race to eat your meals. It is not a race to go to bed by a particular time when you are enjoying your family. Make sure that you are putting your family first and their needs first, which is the closeness of the family. Being a homemaker, being a domestic goddess, or just being a feminine wife and a fascinating wife has a lot to do with just keeping closeness into the home. Okay, and that's pretty much all that I have for you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, send me a message at thefascinatingwife@gmail.com, or you can visit my website, thefascinatingwife.com. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great, fascinating day.